Oh, is this working? Uh-oh. Oh, hello? I think this is working. Okay, there we go. Let me just pop that open. Okay, so, uh, hello. I know there's nobody here, but I am just messing around doing a test stream here. Just wanted to try streaming Leaf's Odyssey. I don't know if anybody will ever see this or notice this, but yeah, I just wanted to go and work on this world that I've got here. This is my test world, um, and I've been working on this for a while, but haven't actually haven't actually done anything with it. So yeah, I was going to publish it at some point, but it's sort of in a very incomplete state. So I guess what I'll do is start with a little tour of my test world, and then yeah, maybe start working on a puzzle or two, because that's kind of what I wanted to do, was just uh, find more reasons to actually work on this world and maybe finally get it done. So I guess I'll start with where this campaign begins. So uh, yeah, I guess if you don't know, I am the creator of Chimera Lab and Monster Metropolis. So uh, this world is supposed to take place, uh, I guess, after Monster Metropolis. It has some of the lore and like world building stuff from that here, and yeah, I just wanted to do some kind of continuation of that. And so Leaf's here. He's going on a little journey. Um, I haven't really decided on the setting fully yet, for like why Leaf is doing all this stuff. I kind of have this a bunch of little puzzle rooms here at the start. There's like a cute little truck, the same one that we got from Monster Metropolis here. And then Leaf was supposed to meet up with this bomb bug. I think I named it Twig. Let me see if I remember this at all. But yeah, I named this character Twig, and they're supposed to be an ally because like Leaf saved Slumari, and so they were going to be like someone sent to help out, uh, to help Leaf take on the big bads of this world. And you've been following along with Monster Metropolis, you would know that that's the Chimera Corporation that's coming after Leaf. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of what's going on here. This is supposed to be almost like a little cutscene room. Like you can press this button and then like yeah, Twig just kind of walks to the north, talking about like the Grand Union. That's kind of the title that I was gonna go with for this world. Um, yeah, you get some keys here, and then yeah, Twig just kind of goes off into that vent to the north. Yeah, and we've got this little like campsite here. I don't know. I thought this was kind of like a cute little story room. And we have this uh, sort of easy puzzle room that's supposed to just be there for flavor mostly. But yeah, I also have like a bunch of other stuff here. There's just like a bunch of rooms. They kind of exist. This one, I don't remember what this was about. I was gonna turn this into a puzzle at some point, but I just never really, I don't know, I just never really found a reason to turn this into a puzzle, or I just didn't come up with anything interesting with it. So we have this kind of like vending machine sort of thing. You hit the button and then it launches one of these, and you've almost got like this. I don't know what do you call this? Almost like a magazine or something, where it's like feeding it to this other bomb bug stack that explodes and launches the push blocks. But I don't really know. I don't really know what I was thinking when I made this. Uh, there's not really much going on here. This room. Okay, this room was. I don't remember what I was doing with this room. Oh, okay. So yeah, apparently I survived this because of the bomb bug on the right. Okay. Yeah, this was like create a stack of angry statues and then try and do something with that. Uh, I. Oh wait, no, the oh, and the statues are on top of Leaf too. Interesting. Okay. I don't really even remember what this was about. It's not really a puzzle room. That's why it's still entitled though. Ah, yes. If you try to like go um some number of spaces away, then Leaf will die. Like, I think he will still die if I go like all the way down here. I don't know. This was just, yeah, me just kind of fooling around. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this either, if anything. So, oh man, this is like another test room where I was testing out a whole bunch of stuff. Uh, yeah. I don't think there's anything in particular that's like interesting here at all. I think this is like a bunch of like leftover stuff. Wait, this kind of looks like a kind of looks like a Chimera lab setup almost. Oh, I think I undid too many turns. Okay, no, never mind. Turn order doesn't work out for that. But what was this for? Yeah, I honestly don't know what this room was about. I just have a bunch of rooms like this that I've made. Oh, it's kind of neat. It's like a little thing under there. Oh, this looks familiar. Oh yeah, this is where I first figured out how to put like an angry statue on Leaf's head. I guess on Leaf's back. It kind of looks like the statue's riding Leaf. It's kind of silly. Uh, yeah. This room, I think I was, yeah, this room I was messing around with a while ago, and this is where I discovered an interesting bug where, what was it? These toggle doors on the trapdoors, like when they were in this down position, they would render underneath the trapdoor, so you couldn't see them. It was pretty weird, but that was fixed after I reported that. And I want to say this is like, yeah, this is like this weird little mechanism where like Leaf doesn't drop the trapdoors, but he has to wait in order to not do that. I was gonna do something with this, and it's kind of interesting, right? Like you can't, you can kind of selectively choose like where to drop trapdoors without having to, I don't know, without having to, carve a path to a specific location. So you can like create these little holes in the middle of a trapdoor floor like this. I don't know, I thought this was kind of neat. Uh, what is this? Oh, I think this might be demonstrating a mechanic that I discovered, but maybe not. Yeah, like, if I take out like one of these angry eyes, I think, and then I shoot this. Yeah, that's so this is the beam stacking stuff I was playing with. So if you stack two beams together on top of each other like this, so you've got like two I-beams per tile. Yeah, you have two I-beams here, and so each one of those hits one of the enemies in the stack. Yeah, kind of an interesting property. You can do some pretty cool stuff with that. But yeah, this is something I haven't seen people really explore. It definitely is something that only really seems to matter when you're playing with like monster stacks like this, but I don't know, I think that's kind of a neat idea. Oh yeah, and we have this setup. This setup's kind of cool. So I guess. Oh yeah, this is okay. This is really interesting because the lower eye shoots the snake, but the upper eye shoots the bomb bug. And normally, if you explode the bomb bug, like if you just do this, it hits this toggle switch. But when you do it this way, the toggle switch actually doesn't get hit at all, and it's really weird. So yeah, I don't know. I think I tried to make a room around that, but it didn't really work. It's definitely kind of cool though. This room is kind of the latest experiment I did. So this is based off of something that I saw in another world where okay, well, maybe not that, but if I get rid of the bomb bug here. Can I do that? And not remove the stack? No. Anyway, if I put a push block here, then put a toggle switch on top, and then link it to the door underneath it. Yeah, you can do this interesting thing where you like hit the switch, but you also push it at the same time. I thought that was kind of cool. Like, I don't really know what I would do with that specifically, but I guess if I did this... Oh, what would happen if I did this? Oh, that's cool. Okay. And then we do like another one? So yeah, this is kind of how I build worlds. I just kind of experiment a whole lot and then see how the game reacts to stuff and then see if I can't do anything interesting with that. Yeah, but now Leaf kind of gets stuck in this ditch, which that kind of sucks. I'm wondering if there's a way to... Okay, if I hook this up to like a pulse generator kind of thing. I'm wondering if I can... What, pulse generator is like 6 wide if I don't do the compact. I do something like this. Put a bomb bug here. Wait, we need to hook this up, not to these, but to these? Oh, okay, that's interesting. So this doesn't push. Wait, why? Wait, why? Shouldn't it like raise and then, or maybe it, oh, maybe it's too fast. Maybe it raises and lowers too quickly for the block to get pushed. That would make sense. Okay, I guess that doesn't work. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I mean, there was something kind of interesting happening there for a bit. I don't know, this is an idea I kind of want to play around with a bit more. This room. This is more like laser stacking shenanigans. So you got this like setup here. You can't really like do anything about it. Uh, can yeah, you can hit that toggle switch that's on top here, but only if all 5 of the lasers actually hit here. So if I like kill a couple of these and I shoot, then yeah, you see like the statue survives instead of yeah, and more statues survive if I do that. I forget what this bomb bug is for. I think it's supposed to hit this switch so that you can't shoot it again. Yeah, so it's like a single use, like, you better fire all the lasers all at once, or else kind of thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this room. Oh, this room. I think this was supposed to be like a stealth segment thing, kind of like for the beginning of the world. So I've got this like bomb bug that's kind of like a patrol. He kind of like looks around. I don't think there's like a way through this, if I remember correctly. Yeah, like if any of these get hit, then this like door up here, which is supposed to be the exit, closes. Uh, yeah. So this is supposed to be like a stealth segment, but eh. I think I have a better stealth segment over here in this area. I mean, it's not really much of a stealth segment. I didn't really want that to be like the focus of the world, but when I first started working on this, I thought that would be like a more, I guess, major component of it, but that ended up not happening. This room, this room is, this room is like the world's biggest trapdoor gate ever. Uh, it kind of, okay, so this is like a one of those room remixes I was working on before. Um, for like not when I was building Monster Metropolis. This was like after I built Monster Metropolis. I was working on this, and yeah, it's basically like a remix of. I think it was called like At Doom's Gate, uh, or something like that, from Fateful Intersection. But this is kind of like a combination room of like that and Red Door from Adventurer. So yeah, this is. I don't know if I can really demonstrate this though. 'Cause I don't think this room is actually possible. Or maybe it is and I just don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember what I was doing with this room. But yeah, essentially, I just want to be able to demonstrate this. Is there a way I can do that? I think I need the other waypoint. And I honestly don't remember how this room works. Oh yeah, that's... Right, that's solid ground. Right, so the original version of this room didn't have any kind of like trapdoor enforcement mechanism. And so you didn't have to drop all the trapdoors. And it was pretty easy to just do something like this, and then you're done the room. But yeah, this one is like, how about we add a trapdoor gate on top of that? And I'm trying to remember how this works. Is it like, oh no, these oh right, these guys. Okay, and then I die. Was I supposed to hit this first? Okay, maybe I hit this and then I hit this. There we go. Yeah, see, I didn't drop all the trapdoors in this row, and so this guy doesn't sacrifice. And so, because he doesn't get to sacrifice, the next door doesn't open. So this is sort of my fancy, really big trapdoor gate design. Uh, you can kind of see a little bit how it works. Like, I think the key component here is that you need the angry eye here to be able to see you after you hit the toggle switch. So I hit this. And the only way that you can have it see you like through a wall like this is if it's sitting on an angry eye. But then you need to be able to survive the actual laser, so you have to hit that angry eye so that the rubble falls and blocks the laser. So very complicated design, but it does work. Let's see. Okay, this room looks pretty different from how it used to look. This was me trying to make like a little cutscene sort of thing. This one has a funny little interaction that I... Oh yeah, this room. This room I was using to like test some stuff with bomb bugs, and Let me see if it was. Yeah, I think it was like if you press this, he had this like weird like almost like a launching kind of thing where all the bomb bugs on the stack kind of like leap forward. It was kind of cool. Um, but yeah, at the time when I first built this, this is where I observed a little bit of like non-deterministic behavior, where like sometimes the bomb bugs would face different directions, like before and after an undo. So yeah, this basically ended up becoming a bug report room. Uh, oh right, showdown. This is not like an actual puzzle room. I don't even think this is solvable. I was trying to make this guy like the final boss, but like I don't know. This room is probably getting scrapped. Uh, this is supposed to be like the end. Like this is actually a functional puzzle. This might end up being something that I put in like a post game like scrapped content area. I don't think I'm gonna actually keep this, but this is a real puzzle. This is like at the end of Leaf's adventure. He gets backup from like the knights of Frederick, from the kingdom of Frederick. So Heimslow sends more like uh, I guess knights to actually help out. Um, Sort of like a like a Deus Ex Machina sort of thing at the end. It was kind of silly. Let's get into um, the actual like world stuff here. So there's this little intro section. I think this is like, oh yeah, this is my silly little uh OR gate design that I decided to reuse from what was it called? From Monster Metropolis. So each of these statues is on a pressure plate, and if you lure a statue off of a pressure plate, then the sight line gets blocked, and so the bomb bug steps north, and it gets off of this plate, and then it locks you into the room. So yeah, it's kind of a neat way to be like, okay, if any of these statues sees you and you give it like a couple of turns, then you can close like all of these doors at once. And I think that's kind of a cool way of doing kind of like OR logic. Uh, there are other OR gate designs that I've seen and used myself, but uh, I feel like this one kind of works for wider doors like this. Anyway, I'm not going to solve the puzzle. Uh, this is another stealth room. This one's kind of cool. Kind of just like shoot stuff. So this one's like um, use these eyes to like shoot the statues through the tall grass. You gotta choose like which ones you want to shoot before you actually try and walk in there and cross this place. Like, so there's like a bunch of water here, so you can't get through. But there's a gap in the fence here. Obviously, that guy's kind of a problem if we're gonna step there specifically. Yeah, if we try and step this way, then this guy sees us. We can kind of position around like this. Take that guy out, now he won't see us. And now if we get to this guy, he sees us, but we're able to actually just smack him here before he can get off of his plate. So to me, this is similar to like a stealth takedown that you see in like other stealth games. I think it's kind of a silly idea. And yeah, if you lure them off, then this bomb bug stops moving back and forth, and so after like a turn or two, it'll sacrifice, and then this door closes, and you're never getting back through here. So yeah, that's basically how this room works. You also need to press on this pressure plate if you want to actually clear the room. So that is my way of preventing you from just like killing all the statues and then walking out and then walking back in. Yeah, that's that room. Uh, This one's kind of not much of a room at all. It's a little tiny stealth segment, but it's honestly not, it's not really meant to be like a serious room. You come back through here. This one's a real puzzle. I'm not gonna go over this one because this one's, I don't know, I think this one's pretty straightforward to understand. Similar concepts to what we've seen so far. I kind of want to do away with this room at some point. I don't really like this room, or at least I kind of want to do something different here. Because I feel like Leaf isn't going to just walk through the front door of this factory here. But yeah, we got this factory entrance. Leaf can talk to Twig here before Twig goes and digs a tunnel to somewhere else in the factory. And then we have some other puzzle rooms. So these mysterious machines rooms, these are just kind of here for like decoration. They're not actually real rooms. I've been thinking about how to like decorate these sort of like transition rooms between the puzzle rooms, but I haven't figured out how I want to do that yet. So yeah, these are decorative rooms. This puzzle is kind of a thing. I think it takes like 2,000 moves to clear this one at a minimum, which isn't the most of any puzzle room I've seen, but still fairly lengthy room. And well, yeah, it's kind of an interesting room. This one's a really fun room. I don't know if I can show this off though. I think I made it fairly trivial, if I remember correctly. At least I want to say I made it pretty trivial. How does this work though? Okay, maybe it's not that trivial. Oh yeah, now I have to, ooh, okay. Okay, a little bit less trivial than I thought, because you do have to kind of shuffle things around. Was it like this? Well, no, because then I can't. And what are these stacks for? Oh, okay, that starts things. You know, I I actually don't remember how you're supposed to do this shuffle. Uh, yeah, a lot of these rooms I built like months and months ago, so it's kind of nice to be able to just test stuff and see like what was I thinking when I tried to build this before. Oh man, I actually, yeah, I just don't remember. What are these stacks for? I actually don't know. This isn't, I don't think this is like a difficult shuffle, it's just, you just gotta figure out how to push these around. And it's been a really long time since I actually last did this. Did I need one of these over there? Is that how I did it? Like this? Because I don't know what those are for. Yeah, but then you have this sort of thing going on. Oh, uh-oh. Wait, what happened? Oh, those are sightline blockers. Oh, okay. Okay, so I gotta put that there. That's another sightline I need to block. Okay. Oh, and okay, so I do actually need all three of those. Wow, I don't remember. I don't remember this puzzle. I made this. I don't remember this at all. Uh, anyway, you get the gist of it. It's pretty cool. Uh, this room. Oh man, this room. So if you aren't aware of some of the interactions that I showed off earlier, this room is kind of a thing. I actually don't remember. I don't remember the solution for this. I have a replay for it, thankfully. But I think the goal is just to like hit all of the switches at, well, maybe not at the same time. What does this do? Oh yeah, that lets you fire the laser. What are these switches for though? Oh, you do actually have to hit all these. Okay, yeah. No, you definitely have to do that. Because you need to be able to clear the room to get out of this little chamber here. Yeah, so the goal is to actually... well, not do that, because you need to hit them all at the same time, otherwise you get this stuff happening here. And I think these switches at the bottom, yeah, these ones are the ones that release more of these switches for you to replace. Well, maybe not, like, there, but... Well, maybe there, I don't know. Again, I'm not going to actually solve this puzzle. I just kind of want to show off what it's about. Yeah, you can, like, place more of these. Yeah, the goal is just to hit all the switches, though. But also you need to clear out all the angry eyes, too, because even if you do hit all the switches, which this didn't, because I'm missing, I think, yeah, these two didn't get hit. Are those the only two, or is there a third one? Oh, there's a third one here. Yeah, so this. What are you connected to? Oh, these double... Huh, yeah, these both hit that same switch, so that was a double toggle. But yeah, that's the gist of that room. This room over here is... there's a lot of boxes in it. I don't know, I don't want to give away too much, but this room is kind of cool. This room... Okay, so this is one of the rooms I kind of wanted to work on today, but... essentially what this is a sort of implementation of Space Invaders. So what's kind of cool here is I have this like this array of angry eyes here, and essentially they fire as fast as you can bop this toggle switch or any of these toggle switches for a particular row. So you almost got like this sort of like semi-automatic laser cannon sort of thing going on. And you're supposed to shoot all the eyes off of the bomb bugs before you run out of time here. Which I don't know if this room is actually functional or not. But yeah, that was kind of the idea. I had the slug in the way here to kind of like make things a little bit more difficult, I guess. But ultimately this room is pretty easy. You just shoot. I think I just like this this device. It's kind of neat. But ultimately this room isn't actually solvable, so I need to do something with this. I was half tempted to like put this into like the post-game area or something, if I have a post-game area, but you know, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this in particular. So, I don't know, kind of a neat little idea, but not really sure what I'm gonna do with that. Oops, and then there's doors in the way there. Yeah, this is kind of annoying because like the room size, the room size, it's like I wanted there to be like a center, but room sizes are even, and so we kind of have like this sort of thing going on. I mean, it mostly looks fine. It's just, yeah, you get this like extra column bleeding in here. This room. This was a room that I wanted to work on today. It was going to lead to this other room, but I think I'm going to actually delete this room because I kind of don't have much of an idea for it. I mean, I kind of have an idea for it, but it also isn't an idea that I really particularly like or care about. I think you can kind of see the idea here. Oops, that's the wrong button. But, like, yeah, each of these plates needs to be held down, and then you go in here, you play as the bomb bug here. This is supposed to be Twig. So you're playing as Twig. Twig needs to get to the vent on the other side, and Leaf needs to have built some kind of path for Twig to like cross using these blocks and using the slug. But I don't think this room is actually solvable, or maybe it's trivially solvable. I think it's like super trivial to solve actually. Yeah, you just do something like this and then you warp out and then you just move. So yeah, this room was an idea. I don't know if I will actually bother finishing this one because I don't think it's super interesting. I don't know. Like I think I built this during a phase where I was just like, oh yeah, this like playable bomb bug idea is super cool. Like probably shortly after I built Monster Metropolis, and I wanted to do this. But yeah, it's not that exciting at the end of the day. Also, this is not even hooked up correctly. I just realized. Uh, so yeah, that's pretty much this room in a nutshell. This is the room that I really wanted to work on. I'll come back to it later, because we're going to be spending a ton of time in it anyway, probably. This puzzle... I don't really care for this puzzle much either, to be honest. I don't remember the exact... Oh yeah, okay, so there's like this thing that prevents you from moving past this point of the room. Like if you set in this column or west of this column, yeah, you can't leave. They have like these big, ugly stacks here. Right. Right. You're supposed to like push the monster block all the way here, but there's like no easy way to do that because of this block barrier that's sitting here. And you can try to unstack it and do this. Or maybe you can actually do this. Oh wait, but then I have this like this weird like slug timing thing. Yeah, where you have to get this slug all the way over here. And so you have to push like every other turn. So it takes too long to like push and then like reshuffle and then do another push. So yeah, that's kind of the point of this room. What is that room? Okay, so yeah, this is the room that was showing off that other concept I was doing earlier. Yeah, the one where you have to like shoot the thing up high and also like down low, but I think this room is actually super cheesable if I remember correctly. Like this room doesn't actually work properly. And wait, why is there a slug down there? Why is it just like kind of doing its own thing? You know, I don't know. This room sucks. This room is really not well designed at all. This one is supposed to happen before Invasion. Because like Invasion has this like big device here, but like this is kind of like how to build that device yourself. You gotta like put everything in the right place. Oh jeez. Yeah, but you have to also do it in a way that you survive. This room was originally going to be entered from like the west side. Then I was like, oh, but I like the map symmetry of like this, right? Minus this room here. But I kind of like how this room or the rooms here have this sort of like symmetry going on. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put the room here, but that doesn't really work because of this enforcement mechanism being on the south wall. So I think I'm gonna actually change this back to the room that you enter from the west. I'm gonna move this probably somewhere else, like over here. And then this... I was gonna revamp this room entirely anyway, so I might move that over here. Put a new room in here for now. There we go. Yeah, this room is the one that I want to work on. There's more floors in this world, but I'm not gonna show them off just yet because they're pretty unfinished. So this room is really interesting, I think. So you gotta You got actually all these statues. Oh my god, did I really put a slug here? Okay, this I think what I was cooking up here was pretty evil. Actually, now that I think about it. Now that I'm looking at it. And this thing slides out. Right. And that's a problem. I'm trying to remember what you're supposed to do to stop this guy from sliding. Oh, that. Okay. Yeah, you hit this, you teleport in here. Oops, you don't hit that. You put this back up here. And then you hit the switch on the left. Yeah, and now that starts this bomb bug moving. Well, it's supposed to be moving back and forth, but these doors only toggle if you hit one of these toggle switches that's moving around in like a ring. So you have to hit a switch every single turn, which basically means that okay, so these switches are supposed to be wired up to like these control devices for this bomb bug, and like currently they're all just kind of a no-op. They don't do anything, but in theory, they're supposed to be able to control this bomb bug, and because you don't have the ability to freely control the bomb bug, you have to come up with a loop of instructions basically that lets this bomb bug reach this from this point to this point. So that's what we're working on today. I want to actually make this room a reality. I don't really know how that's going to work. Oh, there's also one thing I really want to test before I do this. Let me just go find a relatively empty room. Because yeah, the game got updated, like, I wouldn't say like that recently, but it did get updated. I just want to test a few things here. So, before it used to be like, if you moved this selection, like a couple spaces like that, if you tried to look at the, yeah, you see the wiring all disappears. I thought that got changed recently, but I guess not. But yeah, there was like an update that was supposed to, I thought it was supposed to fix that specifically, but I don't think it actually does. Because you could always, you're always able to just like move the the input, then like that would still be hooked up, but you weren't able to move like outputs, like those would get detached. Yeah, that still seems to be the case. So I guess that's not, either that's not working or yeah, I thought that was something that got changed, but I guess not. I'm assuming that it'll happen the same for like toggle floors as well. I think it was kind of weird before, where like it would actually keep the connection. Like if I just shifted this stuff one space to the right, then everything would be tied to like a specific tile, and so like yeah, the wiring connection to like that middle door would have been moved to connecting to this left door. But it seems like now if you move the output, it just like completely severs the connections now. So I mean, okay, I guess that's maybe a little bit cleaner behavior than before, but ideally it would just like preserve the connections. But anyway, yeah, that's something that is a little bit annoying. We're gonna have to deal with probably. The other thing that would be really nice is if I could just like put marks on each of these switches, because like we have to hit each of these switches and each of them is going to correspond to some kind of instruction, right? It's going to be like some up, down, left, right, or a wait. But yeah, if I put a mark here, like this one's yellow, this one is green, and like each of those represents a different direction. If I go back into the editor, and then I try to test the room again. Oh wait, the marks actually stayed this time. Oh, okay, that's cool. But yeah, that was something that I think wasn't happening before, or maybe the marks didn't stay uh, because I like moved stuff around, which is kind of I think that's fair. It makes sense if you're moving stuff around for that not to actually stay where it is. So anyway, I think each of these is like what, up, down, left, right, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is up, this is down, this is left, this is right. So I don't know, we could like randomly assign things, or we could like try to create some kind of uh, coherent dance pattern that this bomb bug should take ahead of time. This thing is kind of evil, though. This thing with the timing, this is actually so evil. Uh, I don't know if I like this specifically. Like, I think this might be a little bit much. I might just remove this. This is actually so evil. Uh, let's see. So if this one, okay, yeah. So these are all connected to this already. I think we want to start with like the solution. Like, what does the solution look like? And then from there we can just like move these around, swap their positions, and that'll be good. Okay, so hitting this switch doesn't immediately start things, but I need to, oh, right, I have to actually wake up all these statues. I'm gonna get them here, push them into place. Okay, yeah, so it immediately starts moving. So the first switch we're gonna hit is actually the one to the west of yellow. Okay. So this one, I don't know, maybe this one's like a down. I don't know. Like what would be an interesting like repeatable pattern? This is like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's like a 14 long move sequence, and you are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 tiles away from that. But I kind of want it to be like in a repeatable pattern. Okay, I have a better idea. Why don't we like come up with like a sequence that we like, and then try to enforce that sequence. I think that's a better way to approach that. So let's say we want the bomb bug to move. Okay, so it's a 14 move sequence. Maybe I'll note it down in like the notes section. Maybe we want it to go like right, down, up. We also need to throw in a few no-ops. No-op. Left? I don't know, I'm just making stuff up now. So it's gonna go... Well, it has to actually make progress at the end of the day, too. Like, it can't just end up in the same position that it started in. Uh, so we gotta do something like what? Right, down, up, no-op, left. That brings us back to where we started, so we probably want to continue with like another, I don't know, down. maybe like two downs. So now we'd be like here, then right, right, left. Okay, so this gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 instructions so far. We need another 4. So following these instructions, the bomb bug will go right, down, up. So it'll wait, then do a left, then a down, right, right, left. Oh no, we'll throw in another no off, I guess. Down, up, right. Because yeah, it does need to make some progress towards this, but I think that this will go too far to the right. Because then if we start that loop again here, it will end up going into this poison. So no, I don't think this will work. Well, I guess it depends. Do I want to have this poison here? I kind of do though, because I want to. I want to. I feel like that makes the pattern a little bit more interesting. I feel like I'm approaching the the design of this in the wrong way though. Like I should place stuff like the poison afterwards when I know like what sequence I want. I think ideally it just kind of goes like here and then like here and then here and then the next step it just goes onto this, right? Because that's the first instruction is right. So I think I want to end here actually. I'm looking like through this overlay, by the way, if it wasn't obvious. So instead of going down, up, right, maybe it's like down, or maybe it's like right, up, left. How about right, up, left? No, wait, because no, if we know up here, then we're sitting here. Uh, right, left, no op? Sure, that works, I guess. So we have like what, 1, 2, 3, 4 rights, 1, 2, 3 downs, 3 no ops, 3 lefts, uh, a singular up. That's kind of interesting. But I feel like there wouldn't be very many up instructions in something like this anyway. So that can be kind of interesting, I think. How am I going to remember this? I have no idea. I think we should just start like assigning things. So I'll do like the first 5 instructions. We'll go do the right, down, up, no op, left. So you're gonna go, so this is like up, down, left, right, up. Oh no, what was it again? I have no memory. Right, down, up, no op, left. So this one's right. This one is going to be, I think, up. No, right, down, up. Right, down, up. This one, wait, oh shoot, I'm doing this in the wrong order. Okay, never mind. I didn't have that up to anything. Okay. I just need to really remember this. Yeah, right, down, up, no up, left. Right, down. Oh, this one's an up. This one's a no op. This one should be a left, I believe. No, left. Right. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, testing this is kind of a pain. I think I will get rid of that slug. I think that slug is a little bit too evil. So this will go right, down, up, do nothing, left. So that brings us back to the start. And then these are all no ops right now. Down, down, right, right, left. Okay. I think that's simple enough to remember. Down, down, right, right, left. Down, down, right, right. Wait, hang on. I think I have these mixed up. Hang on. I do believe this is supposed to be... Okay, and now we go down, down. Oh yeah, these are going left now. Okay, never mind. Slug, be gone. Do not need you here. Your services are unwelcome. Shoot. Yeah, it's up, down, left, right. So these should have been right. Oh boy. Where'd that start? Oh, this is a down. There's also a down. Okay, this is where I went wrong. Here, and then here? I think this one was a left. If I remember correctly. Just take a look at my notes. Yeah, that's a left. And then we're gonna go no op right, no op left. So that would be you. No op. This is a right. Okay, up, down, left, right. This one's... Did I miscount? I thought I had more than this. Maybe I don't. Oh wait, no, this one. That's right. Yeah, this one's supposed to be, I think, a no-op. This one's supposed to be a left. Up, down, left, right. Yeah. That seems right to me. Alright, let's just test it. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of this hole. Yeah, I'm just gonna replace this entire thing with floor. I don't like these here. We'll worry about what that looks like later. I think I'll keep this line of poison, but that's pretty much it. There might be multiple solutions here. I mean, there probably are, but this is kind of what I want to do for now. Oh jeez. I need to put this... Now, this setup bit is kind of the most annoying part. Okay, that doesn't work. So we need to get rid of this bit of poison. That's fine. So, can I? Yeah, I can do this. I think that's a little bit faster. Oops. Okay, maybe we don't want to lock ourselves in. Shoot, okay. This is survivable, right? Like, I can get out of this eventually, I think. Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright, so that's doable. But I'm not sure if there's any specific reason why we need to do this particular, like, instruction sequence. That's what we want to try to enforce, right? Well, I guess the biggest problem with this is just how annoying it is to set up every time. Okay, so we definitely don't want the bomb bug to end up in this area. So we could probably put like poison there. And I think the bomb bug kind of just like walks around in this area a whole lot. Probably put some poison here. Oh, what? Whoa. Wait, what happened? What? Oh, I didn't push this. Oh, it still dies there. Okay, never mind. Uh, that's not great. Okay, it has actually hit this tile here. I think that's like the full bounds of where it goes, though. Okay, yeah, it doesn't touch these tiles, so I can kind of outline that like this. Don't think it touched here. So I think like this shape, maybe, will work. Okay, no, not that shape. This shape. Oh yeah, they're gonna be poisoned down here too. I just kind of forgot about that. Oh wait, we actually don't even... Huh, okay. So we actually don't even touch this tile here. That's totally cool. Okay, so... I don't know, maybe this is good enough for the puzzle? This could be a interesting little puzzle. Right? I mean, I feel like testing this is gonna be a complete nightmare, but I could have made this so much worse. I could have added like timing shenanigans as well. I mean, the no-ops kind of don't really do a whole lot, though, without that. Okay, let's test something. So if we go to the editor, let's move this out of the way. Let's move it like here. What happens to the marker? Does the marker stay? It does stay. Okay, that's cool. Oh, that's actually really cool. Okay, that's useful. Um, why is there like a cursor around this monster gate? Why do I have like a second cursor? Was that always there? I guess it was. I guess because I pressed test room. Oh no, it's not there anymore. That was weird. Huh. Interesting. Was that like a visual bug or can I do that again? Can I do that twice? Oh, I can if I, huh. So it doesn't always do that? Yeah, now I don't have a second cursor. Or is it just because, uh, wait, how does that work? No, I don't understand. So if I go here and I press that, weird. Okay. I don't know. Probably not a big deal, but it's an interesting little, perhaps visual glitch. Oh, I didn't activate the statues. Uh, yeah, let's try just rearranging stuff. Or maybe not rearranging stuff yet. I wanna make the no-ops meaningful. Like, there are gonna be tiles that you probably don't wanna rest on, and then tiles that you do. And maybe, yeah, maybe we can enforce that using hot coals. I think that's a better idea than trying to use timing shenanigans using the slug, because, like, I don't know, slugs are just hard to reason about, just in general, and, like, I could do that and make this puzzle super evil, um, but I think I've already made enough evil puzzles. Okay, so first no-op happens here. Actually, why don't I just, oh, maybe not put that there. Yeah, why don't we do something like this? We'll do this like big path of fire. Oh, I forgot to wake them up again. Ah. Okay, and that's another tile we want to make sure is floor. We'll put that there. That back there. We go boop, 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 boop. No op there. Okay, that also is a no op. I mean, it's going to be pattern based. I guess that's okay. Like, the room is probably hard enough as it is. We don't need to make it more difficult. Yeah, I imagine it's gonna just be like this. Like a whole bunch. I mean, this might lead to other sequences working. I need to push that in there. Yeah, okay. And the pattern is like that. think that's pretty nice. Okay, so this is what the solution would look like. Let's try to make this room actually interesting now. I guess the no-ops can kind of be swapped, or you could kind of like group all the no-ops together, couldn't you? Because they don't really impact timing in any way. Like, timing doesn't really matter. Uh, that is true. Yeah, maybe that'd be a little bit too easy. Okay, maybe I am feeling kind of evil. Cause like Slug would let you use the no-ops in a more meaningful way. I want them to be meaningful. I don't want it to be like, oh, yeah, that's just a no-op. It just goes, they just get grouped together. And as long as the bomb bug, I mean, you could like stack all the no-ops at the beginning of your sequence, and it would be fine because you just like wait 3 turns, and then you do whatever dance, and then you'd end up here. Then you'd wait 3 turns, and then again dance, end up here. Wait 3 turns, dance. Wait 3 turns, dance into this. Like, I think that's too... It's just too easy. It's too easy. It's not difficult enough. I think we need to make this more difficult. I think the slug timer might be the way to do it. Are there any other elements I can use to, like, impact timing, though? I'm just trying to think. Uh... I think it has to be a slug. Yeah, I think it has to be a slug. Alright, well, so much for being nice. We are going to do evil now. Can I do evil in a controlled manner? I think I can. Because I don't want to have to also make the player think about like when to start hitting buttons. I just want there to be like a set time to do that. Oops, I... Okay, well. Yeah, we need a sacrifice altar there. I think. Oh wait, no we don't. We don't need a sacrifice altar. We just need this. We just need this over hot coals. As long as the slug kind of walks between those, it's fine. I guess this can be floor. Cause we need a button somewhere too. Yeah, what we want is for the slugs to kiss. We want the slugs to kiss. And then we use that to make the slugs walk back and forth. Actually, I have a better idea. Okay, so we have this here and that there. This will be a toggle floor. This one's going to be over a pit. And then this guy on the right is just going to be a switch over a regular floor. And so when we hit this initiation switch, I want it to drop this trapdoor, which will cause this slug to start its cycle. Yeah, there we go. Look at that slug. Then when we finally hit the sacrifice altar, I want this to drop this toggle floor, or well, toggle it and burn up the slug. I think that'll be a good idea. Yeah, so that works. Um, right, and there's this thing down here. Did I? Oh, I did. Oh, I did. I'm probably just gonna get rid of this though, because I don't like this room. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this room. Maybe this will end up being like cut content post game room or something. We'll see. So when does the slug land on? But okay, if we're gonna do that, it has to be a pit. I mean, what if all of these are over pits? Oops. That. Let me do something like this. Does this work? Oh yeah, no. That definitely doesn't work. I think the problem with that is the slug sits on the pressure plate for so long. Okay, well, that kind of isn't great. I think the bomb bug sits, or like doesn't sit in that place for too long, but it's like in that area for too long. That's kind of a problem. Right, which pieces can we move? I mean, obviously this one can be moved. This one can be moved. This can be moved. This... None of the... So these two are fixed. Same with this thing up here. Actually, yeah, these two are also fixed. So what do we actually have control of? We have control of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Oops. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can swap 10 instructions around, but the rest are fixed in place until the puzzle starts. Okay. I feel like the addition of the slug is making me approach this puzzle's design in the wrong way. Because now I'm like trying to find an alternative rearrangement that'll lead to a solution. But at that point, that's just kind of like guess and checking, which I don't really want to do here. Like, is there another way I could make the no-op moves meaningful? In such a way that you don't have to like, or in such a way that you can't just bunch them all up together and ignore them. I really do think it has to. Well, it's either the slug or I do something with like monster blocks and a bomb bug. But there's no room. There isn't really any more space left because we need enough space to be able to swap pieces around, right? So like we pretty much need all of this space here for moving or swapping the actual toggle switches. So the only thing that's actually compact enough to make this work, potentially, I guess, is the slug. I think. Okay, maybe I could be wrong though, because I could move. Well, then it starts to bleed into the room. I guess that's fine because on a north border though. Because I could just do like pit, pit, monster block, pit, pit, monster block. I think that would work. Oh no, but then there's this monster block, which has priority. Right, okay. No, that doesn't work. There's just not enough space. That's the problem. So I think it has to be slug. It has to be a slug. Maybe I should have designed around that because I knew that I was gonna probably want to add some kind of slug to this. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna try something different. Okay, so when am I marking each of these? It might be easier to mark them if I just hit them. So the first move is a right. So you're a right. How about right is, I don't know, black. And oh wait, no, that's okay, never mind. Uh, up, down, left, right. No, this is a right. Oh no, that's correct. Yeah, what am I thinking? Oh, I thought I was hitting this toggle switch that's on the ground, but no, that toggle switch sound is this bomb bug up here exploding. Okay, yeah, so this is a right. This one's a down. Okay, I'm too lazy to select the toggle switch. So let's use purple for down. This isn't up. I think it's the only up. Up can be red. Sure. Am I gonna remember this? I don't know. Black is right. Purple is down. This is up. It's the only one, so I don't need to worry about that. I mean, I have my notes. I could just do it based on my notes. So the next one's gonna be a no op. How about no op is nothing? And then left can be, I don't know, yellow. I want to remove the marks from here. How do I do that? Okay, there's a clear button. Okay, we have left is yellow. Down was purple. So purple. It's purple, purple. Uh, right was black, I think. Yeah, down, down, right, right. This is the left. Left is yellow, I think. Blank, right, blank, left. Oops. Blank, right, blank, left. There we go. Left. Yeah, that's the left. This would be two downs, two rights. This is left. Nothing, right, nothing. Left, right. Okay, that's a little bit clearer. And everything has its markings. That's good. Why did I do that? I was trying to figure out, I guess, a better sequence that could work with the slug. I don't know, maybe the slug is just not a good idea. So the next one is a left, with the slug steps there. I mean, we could get rid of this. We get rid of those. Could work, maybe? And we still have a little bit of enforcement, but not like so much. Oh, oops. Need to actually wake up all of these. Oh, but that, of course, that messes with the timing. Oh, right. So that's no longer a uniform pattern. Okay, imagine if this was not hot cold. Okay, I feel like we kind of got stuck in like a loop at some point. Like after we hit this right, we do a left, no op, right, no op, left, right. Down, but this is an up. Nothing. And then I do a left, and then a down, down. Okay, well, this is interesting. uh, I don't know if this is the best way to do this, but because now that offsets the pattern. Okay, so those can be hot coals again. But this can't be, I think. This has to be that. Oh, this is the down, down. Right, because now we have an offset. Is there a way that we can like re-leverage to the right somehow? Oh, maybe here. Maybe we can move this trapdoor from here to here. Now this is no longer hooked up, is it? Because I moved it. Yeah. Well, no, I can't do that because now it's open. Oh, wait, can I maybe flip its state? Like that? This way left? Okay, so no op, and then it would have been a left, a right, and then a down. Okay, that would have worked if I didn't have this here. So I think I'm gonna just put regular floor there. And this may not strictly enforce the pattern that I'm looking for, but it should give us something. I mean, I don't know. It might be like an easier pattern than this. Like, I think that works. Maybe. It's definitely kind of hard to say. I mean, until we start actually trying out other rearrangements, I think it's not going to be easy to know. Like, I don't know, what if I just try, like, randomly pushing stuff around? Oh, geez. Don't want to hit that. Actually, what if we just leave the sequence the same, but we, like, bunch up all the no-ops? Or at least as many as we can. Because that's kind of the thing. Oh, we can't really do it with this, but that's maybe okay. Actually, we don't really have access to all the no-ops. We don't have much control over those. Wait, if I hit this twice... Oh no, that locks me in, that's right. Okay, so I don't want to do that. Wait, I don't think I can move this one, because this one's kind of stuck against the wall. Okay, so I actually can only move 9 of these, because this one doesn't... This one isn't movable, I think. Oh no, it is, because... Yeah, because we have this. Ah, that's right, that's why I wanted that to be cracked, so I could move this around. Right. Okay, now I'm remembering. Because I want to be able to do this. And the only way to do that is if I have this border here. Um, okay, this is a no-op. Right, and we can push against this wall because we have access there. Right, okay. I am starting to remember things now. We need something to go over here now. So that just becomes a left, right, like that. Okay, we need to... this. Oh, but then that happens. Okay. Okay, yeah. I think this room is good. I think this room is good. I think we just need to move stuff around now. So, of our movable pieces, we have these three, these two, and these three. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just gonna swap them randomly, because why not, right? Like, I think that just makes sense. Let's see, what does it feel like to play this room? Actually, you know what? Well, no, I know the sequence. I do know the sequence, so yeah, I have that noted down. Okay, so now all these pieces are spread out everywhere, and we want to just start like randomly putting them into various different spots. All right, there we go. What does this look like now? Very different sequence. If I want to test the room from the door, let's go from here, because we might want to actually save like a replay. Oops. Well, we can't save a replay if we try and bump the right wall like that. Can we have leaf face west? Because that looks a little bit better. There we go. So this is like if we actually started the room from here. Alright, so let's see what happens if we just start the machine up and then start hitting stuff. Yeah, we die. Okay. So that's not what we want to do. We need to hit the right sequence. Except I already know the sequence. Hmm. Okay, so we want them to go right first. Let's put a right there. Well, actually no, there's a right here already. We want a left here, I think. Yeah, what if we do something like that? It's like a right, left. And then maybe we can like do a wait. Well, no, some of these instructions are fixed, right? Like this up will always happen. But I have a very squeaky chair. I don't know if that's coming through the microphone, but yeah, a very, very squeaky chair. Uh, hmm. Okay, so this one's a no up. We can't do anything about that. So this is an up into nothing. Then there's a left, probably into the wall. This is a down, and then a nothing. Well, actually, no. This nothing doesn't happen. Alright, we need switches though. Ah, wait, hang on. We do. Yeah, this is what the initial sequence looks like, because you know some of these blocks like this one have to go into pits. So there's actually two downs. Alright, so we start with a... Wait, I thought that was hold on. I think my markers are off now. Wait. Yeah, no, my markers are definitely off. But this is supposed to be a right. Oh. Wait, if I swap... Oh, did the markers stay? I think the markers stayed on the tile that they were on, but they didn't... Oh, okay. Oh boy. Well, that sucks. Okay, so that means these markers are actually completely useless then, right? Because... Well, what does this do? Oh, this is a no-op now. Oh yeah, the markers stayed on like the room position. So when I swapped the switches around, it didn't actually carry the marker with it. Okay, that's interesting. Huh. It's also kind of annoying because now I have to redo all my marks. Okay, fine. Okay, so what do we actually have here? So this is a down. And the one afterwards was a no-op. Yeah, it's a no-op. This is an up. That's a no-op. You're a down. You're also a down. Right? Okay. Nothing up, nothing down, down. Okay, this one was a right. That one was also a right? Okay, so those are both rights. That's another right, isn't it? Okay, this is a left. Left, left. Left, left, left. Oh my god, these are all lefts. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, that was a very interesting way to randomize them, I guess. I mean, I just kind of swapped them around, so it is going to happen. Left, left, left. No op. Right, and then down. Okay. So this one is a right. We want right, down, up, no up, left. Okay, so how does that feel? So we need to get in here first. The first one we want is a right. So that'd be this guy. Right, down, up, no op. This should be a left. Right, down, up, no up, left. Okay. Down, down, right, right, left. Down. Down, down. Right, right. And then that's our left. Okay. Then no up right, no up left. So you need to be a no op. We can get that from here. This is a lot of pushing. There we go. No op, right. So we need another right from somewhere. I think that's you. This is the no op, and then the last one's the left. There we go. This should work, I think. There we go. Alright, there we go. There's a solution for this room. I don't know if this is a really good room, because obviously I kind of just know the sequence ahead of time. That makes it easy for me to like implement and I guess kind of test a little bit, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. There might be other sequences that work though, and I think that's really cool if there are. Uh, yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to think about like what I could have done differently here. Because I think we do traverse like all of the walkable tiles that you see here. And it's a little bit of a funny shape because of the pits providing leverage in certain spots, but like, yeah. I don't really know how you would reason about a room like this other than like you build a solution, you see it works so far for like a certain portion of the room, and then you kind of iterate on that. But I think iteration on this room might be a little bit tricky without using like replay, restore, and checkpoint. So I don't know. I think this room is okay. That's I think that's how it will probably go. Maybe not the most like thorough test for this though. I'm okay with there being other solutions that happen to work though, because I think the key to this puzzle is just you need to figure out some sequence of moves that'll let the Bomba go from point A to point B without dying. And I think it is sufficiently restricted that you can't just kind of slam your face into this and put in like some kind of really random sequence and pray that that just works. So I'm gonna say that's good enough for today, and maybe next time we'll go work on or not this one, this one. Yeah, we're gonna work on our Space Invader Z puzzle. Yeah, I guess for now though, I'm gonna take a break, and maybe we'll revisit this on the weekend.